Hi there guys, and welcome back for some more Dark Souls 3 boss videos. This is our boss number 6, the Abyss Watchers. This is basically when the point in the game when it's going to start ramping up the difficulty, so I thought it was better to try and show you guys the actual fight instead of trying to wing advice on the go. As usual, the fight is split into two segments. First segment we're initially going to deal with this one boss, but after about 20 seconds or so we'll get a mini boss joining into the fray as well. After 20 seconds or so after that, we're going to get an additional NPC joining in. This one's going to have red eyes, and he's actually going to focus all of his attacks on the boss, so unless you attack him yourself, he's not going to bother with you at all. This actually comes in really useful because he can actually do a significant amount of damage to the boss, leaving you to deal with the adds as they turn up. So I'd recommend trying to take out the smaller boss that's just hit me now, with the smaller health bar, leaving the additional one with the red eyes to focus on the boss as you go. This is going to let you save the bulk of your Estus for the next part of the fight, where the difficulty gets a bit more noticeable. Again, I appreciate I'm using a large heavy weapon, so it's fairly simple for me to interrupt the attacks of the boss. You guys with smaller weapons, just play it safe, keep your shield up, poke the boss when you get the opportunity, and you should be fine. Now, the mistake I made here is I didn't notice the other NPC turning up to the left in about a couple of seconds now. If I was to take him out beforehand, I'd be able to keep my Berserk guy around a bit longer. As you can see, they're actually both going to gang up on him now and take him out. If I kept him alive, he'd be able to do a bit more damage, and I was actually one hit away from getting on to the next part of this fight. Now, I found that's best for both phases, is to try and keep your distance, encouraging the bosses to use attacks that are going to close in on you. Generally, the attacks are really easy to avoid, and you'll find that strafing back and to the right is going to be the most effective way. Now, the Berserk guy has just turned up again. We're going to take out this guy, and he's taking out the boss for us, so nice and simple. Now, the second part of this phase, the boss is going to acquire fire to his initial attacks, and that's going to increase the range of his main attacks. So what you want to do, as I said, just strafe backwards and to the right, trying not to get in too close, because that's going to encourage him to use a combo attack, and if you get touched by those combos, it's going to be a lot more difficult to try and get away and keep your health up. There's one attack where he'll sweep in to try and hit you, and unlike the other sweeping in attacks, this one is actually part of a three-part combo. You'll notice basically he'll dive in, and the attack will end up being a large sweeping round attack. If you stick around, he's actually going to hit you with a second one, and then finish off with a jumping attack with an explosive fire attack as he lands. And basically I made the mistake of sticking around for that, getting hit by both his second attacks, and just barely getting away from the third. I'll point it out in the video as you see. So you can see I'm swinging back into the right, and he's going to try and close in the distance when he can. But generally, if you as long as you dodge just at the right time, it's fairly simple to get away. You don't want to use your dodges too early, because that's going to get you clipped into a combo. And this is the swinging attack I was talking about. I tried to get a hit in, and unfortunately got hit by his second attack and very nearly died from that third hit of the combo. You can see there he dragged his sword along the ground to shoot a wall of fire at us. And there again is that sweeping attack which got me last time. So that attack you just saw there, he's going to drag his sword along the ground as he comes towards you, and that's going to leave a trail of fire behind as he comes towards you. But as long as you sort of keep backing to the right, rolling to the right, you're not going to get caught in that as you go. There's that dragging attack again for the fire coming forwards, and that forward lunge. There's a large piercing attack. As you can see here, I'm not actually trying to hit the boss, I'm just trying to show these attacks off for you, so you can learn them yourselves, and know what's coming. Just don't make the mistake of getting in too close and getting hit by those combos, and you should be fine. You can see, even though I was rolling away, the third hit of that combo was still able to reach me, so don't underestimate the range that he's acquired. But as you can see, there's plenty of time for me just to roll away, give myself some Estus, and get my health back. So all in all, it's a fairly simple fight, but you just need to be aware of your position on the field, and the combos and when it's appropriate to attack. So generally it's going to be those attacks when he dives in and leaves an opening, apart from the big one which has the large swinging attack afterwards. I think it's about to finish this up, so smack, and we're done. So there we go guys, I hope this helps anyone who's having some trouble. and as always, we'll see you in the next video.